Ciao a tutti e bentornati sul mio canale. Siamo qui con Crimes and Punishments. Finalmente lo posso giocare, era ora. E continuiamo con la nostra storia principale. Abbiamo finito il caso la volta scorsa e abbiamo incolpato Hartley, che ho visto che ha fatto bene perché era lui il colpevole. Abbiamo trovato tutti gli indizi, cosa molto molto buona. E quindi continuiamo e vediamo cosa succede. Cosa succederà mai? Nell'episodio precedente è arrivato Mycroft che ci ha detto che dobbiamo indagare su un qualcosa. Adesso non mi ricordo cosa, però.
Watson, I'll hold a cab for us. We leave in 5 minutes for the station.
Una settimana dopo, oh sì. Comunque era una questione governativa perché Mycroft è il fratello di Sherlock Holmes che lavora per il governo, anche lui intelligentissimo, eccetera, eccetera.
What a gloomy night. It was warmer inside the waiting hall.
Since the station master told us that the train is about to arrive, we should not have to wait very much longer.
Yes, at last.
Attention! The train is arriving at the station. Please stand well away from the platform edge.
I'll take your bags and your blasted archive suitcase. But, Holmes, the headlight. It's faded away.
Something is wrong. I can't hear any sound from the incoming train.
Excuse me, sir. Can you explain what has happened?
I don't know. It's as if the train vanished into thin air.
Ah,
Holmes, say something.
Quick, fetch a lantern and let us take a look.
mm, mm.
It's too dark. Only fog and rails, nothing else.
There is no use in stumbling around here at night. We will come back tomorrow.
Ci sta, lo accetto, ha senso. La mattina dopo, molto presto,
Well, here we are again at Evesham Station. We have a full day ahead. Let us begin our investigation.
iniziamo perlustrare la scena, ok. Andiamo.
First of all, let us examine the area where the train disappeared.
Ah, quindi siamo obbligati a venire qua. No, LB. Il talento immaginazione ti aiuta, sì, l'ho già visto in quello successivo.
This is the place where we saw the train vanish last night.
Allora, tiglia vuota,
A
esamina.
discarded item, possibly thrown from the train.
Ok. Ah, ecco. Infatti mi chiedevo, ma non me le fa vedere? Queste cose gialle.
There are no tracks or footprints on the ground.
Mm,
Railway sleepers, nothing unusual.
ok.
The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here.
Mm,
There are no signs to indicate that the train ran off the track, nor
Anche
are
perché
there
non
any
c'è il
other
treno.
traces. There is nothing whatsoever. There are no clues. But then, a negative result is also a result.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. No clues and you're smiling.
Yes, Watson, I do smile on occasion. This mystery appears very promising. This investigation won't be simple. We shall require a map of the region.
Perhaps the station master could lend us one.
Andiamo dal capostazione. Dove è andato? Aspetta, qua. Telegramma, prendi.
A new
Esame.
telegram.
I think we should meet this Mr. Robinson.
Mr. Robinson. No. Messaggio a tutte le stazioni. Il signor Robinson si trova alla stazione di Bringlington.
Here is the train set.
Ok. Linea Nottingham. Londra. Tipo è composizione locomotiva, vagone di carbone, vagone di prima classe, vagone postale, vagone speciale. Ordinato dal signor Robinson. Vagone di seconda classe. Ah, quindi questo Robinson,
A telegraph.
telegrafo. Nient'altro? Watson, Watson, devo passare. Porco, giù da Watson. In mezzo alle palle. Dai, Watson, su. Mm. Ah, è qua. Ma che cazzo. Parla te.
Good morning. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Yes, I remember you. I'm Station Master Everett. You were here last night. So, you are Mr. Holmes, the great detective. Will you be investigating what happened?
I shall indeed.
It is extraordinary that an entire train could disappear like that. And to think of all the poor people inside it, the passengers, the driver.
Allora, io vorrei premettere una cosa prima. Per me non c'era davvero il treno. C'era il suono, c'erano le lanterne, ma in realtà non c'era il treno. È per quello che è svanito. Una volta chiuse le lanterne, c'erano magari due tizi che le tenevano, hanno fatto il suono, però può essere che no, eh. Questa cosa che porta gli occhiali la vedo io, su. Non la vedi te, Sherlock? Capelli grigi. Vabbè, è vecchio. Capostazione. Tesserino onorario. Ah, vabbè, ci sta. Macchie di terra. Sposato. Allora, informazioni sul treno.
Could you please give us any details about the train?
Well, there was nothing so very special about it. At least not that I can recall. My memory's not what it used to
Sì, sì,
be.
bella come scusa questa.
However, if you need it, you can have the train composition report. It's inside my office.
Già fatto.
I would be glad to have a detailed map of the local railway district.
But of course, please, take the one that's pinned
Vedi, lo
inside the
sapevo.
buttonhole.
According to the train composition report, there was a special wagon. What does that entail?
That's a highly secure car, ordered by a private party. It is generally to carry something of value. Those wagons have iron walls, you know, without any windows, and they're fitted with a complex key lock.
That is important information. Do you know what was inside this particular wagon?
Certainly not. No, that's private, and it's not my responsibility to allot the wagons to whoever.
See you later, my good man.
Ok. Questa. Eccola qua.
This map will be
Questa
useful.
mappa sarà utile. Ok. Proviamo a riparlare con questo.
Was there anything exceptional about any of the passengers aboard the train?
What do you mean? Like officials? I wouldn't know. Oh, but now that you mention it, yes, there was something. There was a message from Bridlington station saying that the train had been delayed because of an issue with the passengers. What kind of problem that they didn't say?
That is interesting.
E quindi?
You mentioned a problem at Bridlington Station. I should like to visit this station. Could you mark it on the local map?
Of course. It's a suburban railway station. You might take a cab there.
See you later, my good man.
Ok. Andiamo qua alla carrozza. Perché non penso potremo andare a piedi. E andiamo lì.
Holmes, how is it even
Ridai.
possible for a train to disappear?
Ah, questo qui è il signor... Ah, aspetta. Adesso ci parliamo. Con Mr.
This is an
Robinson.
absolute scandal. It's always the same with these rail companies. No respect for the customer.
Ok. Un pizzetto estremamente dettagliato. Un po' di strabismo di Venere, ma va bene. Abiti da lavoro. Biglietto economico. Sposate pure questo. Pelle ruvida.
Please calm down, sir. What is your concern?
Concern? What is my concern? I'll tell you what my concern is. Last night I
Ah,
were on the
capito.
train as usual with my colleague, heading home. Then along came this ridiculous ticket inspector, who started arguing that our tickets were invalid. He made us get off the train, and he was extremely rude about it.
Ok.
Were you aboard the train that vanished last night?
Meglio.
Yes,
Scusa,
I heard that it disappeared, but I don't care because we would have stopped before then anyway. Our tickets were valid and no doubt about it. And then, to top it all, the ticket inspector pushed everyone else out too, except for a bunch of rich. Well, because their type don't need a ticket.
Ok.
Can you recall anything more specific about this fortunate group?
Well, yes, they were all foreigners. Spanish-looking toffs with snake eyes.
Goodbye, sir.
Ok. Poi questo.
Good day to you, sir.
Good day. To whom am I speaking?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is...
Are you a representative of this damned railway company? Because I have a complaint.
We are not from the railway company. We are...
Well, in that case, Mr. Shamrock Flomes, please excuse me, but I'm not in the mood for idle chit-chat at the moment.
Cappello australiano. Ah, è australiano, io avrei detto che fosse texano. Vestiti costosi. Anello d'oro pesante. La borsa no. No. Si fossilizza sugli stivali? Scarpe stravaganti, pelle di coccodrillo.
You must be Mr. Robinson, is that correct?
Yes?
I am leading the investigation of the disappearing train. It would help if you could answer my questions.
Ah, well, all right. I have nothing to hide.
I presume it was you who placed the order for the special wagon.
Yes.
E perché non c'era?
It was to transport my valuable prototype safely to London. My prototype is a revolutionary device. It is capable of producing electricity. I'm a businessman and an engineer. I had already found several potential customers for my invention, but I was very optimistic about the directors' board who were travelling on the train last night.
Ok, quindi questo qui praticamente ha progettato il treno.
You mentioned a director's board. Which company do they own?
The Chilean Barcazas Company. I had made an appointment with them. Now they are lost, along with the train and my prototype.
What do you know about the Barcazas company?
It's a large South American company. They showed a great deal of interest in my prototype, and they seemed wealthy enough to do business with.
Ok. Della che Company praticamente gli ha rubato questo prototipo, perché per me gliel'hanno rubato.
This revolutionary machine of yours, was it very valuable?
For God's sake, sir, it is priceless. It could change the world we live in, and yet I was selling it for almost nothing. I am a humanitarian, you see. I do not
si
know
vede.
if I will ever be able to get over this disaster. I cannot believe that it disappeared with that damn train.
Lei era sul treno? Eh no, adesso
Mr.
lì.
Robinson, could you please clarify? Were you traveling alongside your prototype?
Yes, I was. But I had to step off the train. And all because of this stupid station master.
I received a telegram declaring that an important person, a Mr. Bromsby, wished to see you in the waiting room. I merely informed you of this.
Mr. Bromsby is a wealthy gentleman. His interest in my invention was truly unexpected. So yes, of course, I agreed to see him. Unfortunately, he wasn't there. I thought perhaps he might have been delayed, so I chose to wait a while. But despite my requests, the train left the station without me. Absolutely unacceptable.
The timetable is strict. We cannot wait any longer. The regulations require the train to be on time.
You are an
Ha
idiot.
senso.
You will pay for it. I will sue you.
Cioè, ha senso. Cioè, i treni
The
devono
ticket inspector
partire.
forced all the passengers from the train except for the directors of the Barcazes Chilean Company.
Fund.
Eccolo dove cazzo è il capostazione, ma vaffanculo.
A telegraph.
Che questi siamo. Bello che mi posso muovere un po' come cazzo mi pare negli ambienti. Che nessuno mi disse niente.
Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you?
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am investigating the unfortunate disappearance of last night's train.
I see. I'm Station Master Bertram, but my supervisor has not informed me about this. I do not know if...
Do not worry. I have only a few questions.
Problemi con il... Aspetta. Prima vediamo qui. Giovane età. Di qui ci siamo. Vestiti puliti. Istruzioni. Macchie d'inchiostro. Ok.
Station Master Everett from Evesham told us that you reported a problem with some passengers last night.
Indeed. This train is a regular line for those who work at Nottingham. But yesterday, everyone was asked to get off the train here at my station. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal with two furious passengers who are complaining about the company's service. They stayed here the whole night, but people do not usually pay much attention to the regulations, you see. There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43 states that in the event of a complaint, you must...
Yes, thank you. I
Grazie
understand.
Sherlock che ci hai salvato.
Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did, and I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential, you say. How long have you been working here?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
Ma il treno è in ritardo. Cazzo. Però me lo fa rifare, grazie al cielo.
Apart from the passenger...
I did, and I...
What was it?
Sorry, I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
Allora è questo.
Let me speak frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of confidence in your position are quite apparent. You cannot deny that you have only recently completed your studies.
I was at the top of my class.
Listen here, young man. I am aware that you wish to protect yourself behind all these regulations, but I represent the law.
And you are obstructing the investigation of an important case. I would suggest that you cooperate with Mr. Holmes. Think of your career.
Ah, that is... Well, I'll tell you everything. First of all, I scolded the ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude. And then, later on, I received a most peculiar telegram from my colleague at Chesterfield Station, the next stop along the line.
Ok.
What did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing. It was almost unreadable. It was full of errors and awfully vague. It was hard to understand if the train had correctly passed that station or not. You can read it for yourself.
We ought to visit Chesterfield Station. We need to confirm if the station master saw the train or not.
Stazione ferroviaria di Chesterfield. Treno Liner no arrivato alle 0:30, partita alle 0:35. Alle 0, sì, a mezzanotte. Allora, aspetta.
The
Ah,
insurance policy for Robinson's machine. A significant sum.
assicurazione stipulata da Thomas L. Robinson per il suo prototipo chiamato generatore autonomo di elettricità. Questa polizza copre parzialmente la perdita del prototipo, fino al 50% del suo valore. Importo massimo della copertura, 15.000 sterline. Durata dell'assicurazione 1 anno, rinnovabile. C'è altro che possiamo... Però adesso possiamo andare a parlare di sta cosa con il signor Robinson. Vieni, Watson! Vieni qui, bello! Vieni qui! Non vieni? Non vuoi i croccantini? Non vieni? Vabbè, forse dobbiamo parlare.
Holmes, how is it even...
Sì, vaffanculo, Watson. Ok, parliamo con lui qui.
According to this document, you have insurance for your prototype.
Oh, thank God. Where did you find it?
Near the telegraph station.
I must have lost it when I tried to send a message, which I was prevented from doing.
I apologize for that, but regulations state that public access to the telegraph is strictly prohibited.
Upon my word, you keep on digging that hole of yours. You have no idea who I am.
Who I am.
I see that you kept your grip sack with you. Why don't you leave it in the luggage room?
I've had other things to think about. I lost my prototype. And this idiot station master just stands here doing nothing to help.
Oh, but...
Well, that won't do at all. Station master, I believe that the regulations state that any passenger luggage should be taken to the luggage room.
I'll do it right away, sir. Sorry, sir.
This Robinson is quite a character. We should learn more about him.
Dove cazzo è sto deposito bagagli? No. Ah, aspetta. E qui... Ma vaffanculo.
This grip sack belongs to Mr. Robinson.
I think we should
Mr.
update
Robinson.
Holmes. This is what they call force majeure. I'll keep watch.
Of course.
Ok, ci sarà un enigma sicuro. Ah, è sempre quello. Allora, ecco qua. Aperto il lucchetto. Très bien. Questo è solo il contratto.
Look, Watson, a bundle of contracts. Very suspicious. We should study them carefully. Mr. Robinson is the seller. An exclusive sales contract.
Ok. Nient'altro. Ultima pagina.
Yet another exclusive
Sì, non c'è
sales
bisogno neanche che legga
contract. Mr.
perché
Robinson is the seller.
mi disse già lui cosa guardare.
Yet another Mr. Robinson is the seller. Yet another exclusive sales contract. Mr. Robinson is the seller. Well, it is very clear that this Mr. Robinson received prepayments from various people for his machine.
Ok, allora, io direi che noi ci possiamo salutare qui, che non voglio farli molto lunghi sti video, e taglierò comunque un casino. Io intanto off screen faccio questo e la prossima volta vediamo cos'altro fare. Tanto ci salutiamo con il nostro Sherlock e con il nostro cagnolino Watson, che serve quanto una martellata negli zebedei. E alla prossima, raga. Statemi bene, come sempre.